Valencia, peanut butter, but I can't say the words. That pretzel nuggets, I'm gonna eat some. I'm gonna eat some pretzel nuggets. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah, let's do so. Whoa! Action figures on the case today, people. I've got 2 reviews coming up for you today. The first one I'm going to do is this. Look at this bad boy. That's Robin King, DC McFarlane. He's part of the builder figure. You get 4 of them, and you get this dude, the Dark Father. He's the darkest of all the fathers. But anyway, we're going to review this one. He's figure 1 in the set. And we've got this one, figure 3. Look at that, Wonder Woman. That's from the Dark Knight's Death Metal comic book series. Review these 2. In the next episode, I'll review the Batman and the Superman figures, and then the Dark Father, because all builder pieces will be in there as well. So it's going to be a 2-part episode. Let's get these 2 to the table. Blonk. So here's the first man up, Robin King. There we go. Let's crack him open. Crack this bad boy. Like cracking an egg. Another seal. Triple seal on this box. Noisy. Look, we get the trading card in there. There's a man. I'll get this stuff out and I'll come back to you. Stay with me. Okay, so we get the Dark Father torso. I'm just going to check out some of the articulation here. Belts, look at the belt. A big buckle there. Some pouches. A kind of cod piece. It's a semi-cod piece. Doesn't go all the way down to the cod, if you will. But anyway, we're not here to check that out. That's a future one. So, only 2 accessories with this guy, this Robin figure. Hand and a clenched fist. And here's our guy. So let's check out these hands then. So we got a clawed hand, and what was the alternative? It was a fist for that one. Look, one of those fingers is bunched up there, look, bent. See that? He's got some crossover finger action going on. Weird. This hand, fingers are all in place. Fingers are looking good. And that hand was a gripping hand for something to hold that he does not come with. Let's take a look at the detail, the aesthetics first of all. Face, smiling maniacally. Sculpt is nice. Sculpt is nice. He's got some sort of soft plastic crown of twigs. Would have liked a bit of shading on that to give it a bit of depth. He's got this kind of chainmail-ish, again soft plastic chainmail-ish cowl cover thing, and this is all soft plastic fur. Would have liked a bit of dry brushing on that. In fact, no, there is a bit of dark green in there. You see that? A bit of dark green, but from an aesthetic look point of view, looks good. Let's just check what his head can do. That light is about to fall down. Got it. So we got rotation is good. Head can go look down. Not much going back. I'll probably be snapping his neck. We get any tilt on that? You do, but then it immediately springs back. Oh, you get a little bit one there. But you can get some nice stuff. Does the cowl get in the way a little bit? Well, it would in real life, wouldn't it? So there you go. We've got the nice R on the chest. Clean paintwork down the front. Very clean paintwork here. Love a belt. Pouches. What's in the pouches, people? Let me know in the comments. We've got this cape, which is kind of one of these. It's this semi-soft plastic. Nice ridges and stuff. You know, it looks like it's hanging. I'm not sure about these 2 bits here. but that's fine. What's underneath his shoulder? Can we get much on the shoulder there? These shoulder pads obviously restrict movement, but can I turn that shoulder? So this one here appears to not be spinning. I've got a swivel here. No, there's not one there. It's just a bicep swivel, but the shoulder joint is not rotating. I mean, there it goes. Yes, it is. Oh, it's a fiddly bastard. So let's have a look at the gauntlets. Some nice detail on there, but again, would have liked a bit of a dry brush or a shading. But let's take it back a second. These are £20 figures, £22 figures, whatever. So you're not going to get that hyper detail, I don't think, in terms of the paint jobs on these. So all in all, the colours, I think, look good. I think the colours look good. So where were we? Oh yeah, so we've got like a 90 there. Oh no, more than 90. Look, more than 90 on the elbow. Elbow does look a little bit. Oh no, it looks all right. Looks all right. What have we got on the wrist? Let's have a look. So we've got a ball joint there, forwards, back, and a spin on the wrist as well. There goes a leg. I'll tell you, it's not a ArmaGEEKdon action figure review without a part falling off of the man. Parts are going to start falling off on the man. Go and watch Beverly Hills Cop. That's a very loose ball joint in there that is attached to. I mean, that just came off like knife through butter. But anyway, so we've got a fair amount of his arms aren't going back at all. Oh yeah, a little bit. I mean, what people complain about action figures not being superposability, but as long as it does kind of what the human body can do, when are you ever going to need all that, you know, to kick his own butt? When are you going to need that? I know the Fwoosh is a big fan of that. He's not butt kicking there, but does he need to? Anyway, let's go to the waist. There is no waist swivel. Is it at the hips? It's at the hips. Oh, so I guess that is a waist swivel, yeah. It's down here. There's no diaphragm or anything, no action there. In terms of swiveling. Almost none, but he bounces back, backwards. Oh, you get a bit more on the backwards. At the hips, we've seen that leg fall off already. The single knee is not even 90 degrees. Okay, and again, look at the detail on the boots, but again, I wanted more colour there. Oversized boots and feet, as always, on a McFarlane figure. They look like some Clark's school shoes. But you do get a forward, you get a little bit of flexion there, and then you get the toe joint. So overall, it's not a bad figure. I mean, in terms of aesthetic, on the shelf, I want him to have a sword or something, so I'm nearly going to get a sword. But not that dynamic in terms of posability. There's a leg again. Let's move on to Wonder Woman. Okay, here's Wonder Woman. Let's crack the seals on her. See what she's all about. Trading cards in there again. There's the Dark Father's cape and head. Right, I'm going to split this open. Stay with me. Okay, so briefly again, we'll come on to it in the next episode. That light is going to fall down. Dark Father's cape. It's that semi-soft material. And Dark Father's head. Again, not here to discuss that. Right, Wonder Woman comes with one accessory. It is a bent chainsaw. Now, I've seen a version of this with a lot more detailed painting on it, so I don't know what version I've got of this figure, but the sculpt on that is nice. Would have liked a little bit more paint detail. And here's the main lady herself. Looks great. Looks great. Let's take a look at the head. tell you, lighting up here in the loft is awful today. Bit of a muted expression, but the sculpt on the face is good. The hair sculpt is nice. Bit of colouring. You've got a soft kind of crown piece. Whoops. You've got, okay, look, exposed shoulder there. Doesn't look ideal. But overall, paints are fairly clean. Lovely, lovely skull action strapped to her shoulder there. Same on the other side. Different piece, same piece I think. Okay, with that shoulder, this arm goes up a bit more for some reason than this arm. Weird. But you do get rotation there on the shoulder. The bicep is pretty good considering you've got, it's a double bicep I think, is it? Yeah, double bicep. So you can get real good flexibility there. So overall, yep, that's fine. I mean, can she get her arm up in the air? Yep. That's all good. Waist, the twist is lower waist. Nice bodice piece here, hides that diaphragm. Bend, but again, you bend, oops, she pops back, and going backwards kind of stretches back as well. So legs, what can we do here? Almost a full-on splits, which is pretty cool. Legs can go out to the side, as if they couldn't. Legs can go out to the side, as if they wouldn't do. But here, look at that, double knee. And, oh, paint there, awful paint job inside. That should be blue. Look at the gold in there. Let's see the other knee. Yeah, look, inside that knee, blue. So some QC issues there, but the double knee with this kneecap, it kind of hides the join and actually looks pretty good. Pretty good. You got some massive boots here that flex back and flex forward with a toe joint. And have you got an ankle rocker there? No ankle rocker, which is going to be difficult if you're kind of trying to do dynamic poses and you can't rock the boot. What do? I don't know. Cape, soft cape. Let's see how she holds this. Get in there. Stiff fingers. Right, bear with me. Okay, we finally got it. Gee, that was a tight, I mean, I guess you'd rather have it tight than loose. But there is that. I'd like another head with a, you know, more angry, shouty expression, because when she's about to chew someone up with the chainsaw and she's got this stoic look on her face, I don't know, it looks a bit silly really. But there is Wonder Woman. Figure's good, but I think the face expression lets it down. That's the downside on this one. Should we do some height comparisons? Sure, why not? Okay, there we go. There's the Robin King and the Wonder Woman. There's a model kit C3PO. So I don't think these are all 1/12 scale, are they? Because these are 7-inch line on the McFarlane stuff. But I think this is supposed to be 1/12 scale. But he skews massive. The Storm Collectibles Street Fighter line. Holy moly, this line is incredible. Might do a Street Fighter, top Street Fighter characters. That's not actually too bad. He actually scales okay against these McFarlane ones. But against like a Black Series or a Marvel Legends or something, I think he's way too big. So here's another DC McFarlane character. Love this dude, he's quality. And then lastly, let's stick in another McFarlane one. It's the McFarlane show. there's an ultramarine. And again, that's not too bad, although I suppose these Astartes, they are genetically modified humans, so they're bigger than normal humans. So actually it's too small in comparison to Wonder Woman. If Robin is a child, so again, maybe not the best comparison, but there you go. That is the size comparison for you. What do we think of these guys then? Oh, I don't know. Aesthetically, if you're looking at just posing them on the shelf, you know, this dude looks pretty cool. You know, dynamic action pose photography, if that's your bag, no. This one, again, kind of a similar scenario. Looks good and imposing, but overall, I think I'm going to give them both a 6 out of 10. There you go. Let's see if the other two figures can do any better, or the Build-A-Figure Darkfather can take them up, or remain the same, or bring it down. That's it from me. Until next time, make sure you keep it geek.